Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. And welcome back to Asgard. How's it going? How's it going? We got Patrick McDuff, first one here. Hello. Intertrap Productions is here as well. Frank the Tank is here as well. Steph, how's it going? Herpicus McDurpington, which is one of the best names ever. Welcome back to the channel. Peabody is here. What's going on, Peabody? How's it going? Patrick McDuff, yes indeed. Rest in peace, Steven Hillenburg, creator of SpongeBob. Yes indeed, he died today. I know that he was struggling a long time. I didn't actually know that he was struggling, I think, with what was ALS, I think. And it's just, it's tragic because he was only in his 50s, I think. And it's really sad because I know that for me, SpongeBob was a major part of my childhood. And I know that it was a major part of a lot of people's childhood because it spans such a long period of time. Like, even my students know SpongeBob, and that's just how far-reaching this show has been and his creation. Edward Coleman, welcome back to the channel. Great to have you here. Outpost Dyer is here. What's up, Outpost? How's it going? Guys, how has it been? I am on... Guys, the PC is back. So, according to the shop that I dropped it off at, it was software problems. So basically they said that there were some Windows settings that were set that just did not work and that were prone to shutting computers down or something like that. There was also, I had multiple antivirus softwares running, and they said that sometimes that can cause an issue too. And then also there may have been some driver issues too. And so it seems to be working. Again, I was able to record a video and edit it without anything crashing. Also, the noises that I was hearing don't seem to be happening anymore, so I think that's definitely a good sign. And so far, the stream has been going live for 10 minutes. I know that I just got on, but it seems to be a good sign. So hopefully it means it is fixed. It is done, because I would like to not have to deal with this PC anymore for at least a little while. You know, maybe a year can go by, a year and a half, 2 years can go by when things start to, you know, wear down a little bit. But all I do know is that I've already put in requests because the so interesting story, fun fact about me. So I got this UPS. So I got this I got this power supply, and it wasn't working. I got the the FO2 internal error, and it was driving me crazy because it kept beeping at me. And then they decided to send me a new one. So the new one is on the way. So I'm very excited to get that. And then they gave me instructions saying, okay, well, first thing first, when you get the new power supply, make sure that you send the one that we gave you originally in the box that we send you. Here's everything that you need to do. But also, just so you know, it's illegal to ship these power supplies plugged in, with the battery plugged in. And so you're going to have to unplug it. And it was only then that I realized, oh, I never plugged the battery in the first place. So it turns out the reason why my power supply never worked is because the power was never actually even plugged in. So when it was giving me that internal error, it was because the battery was just not plugged in. It would have been nice to have instructions to do so, because what would I know? I've never used one before. So yeah, that's an interesting story, but I figured out how it works. But the new one was already sent, so I was like, oh, I'll just take the new one and send this one back anyway, because there's also like this way to reset the fuses on the back, which is very sensitive because I was just pushing it in and it broke. So it needs to be replaced anyway, because I'm pretty sure that button shouldn't be broken and just laying there. But anyway, yeah, so the power supply thing, totally my fault because of my incompetence. So that's going on right now. And then also I'm still getting this damn RAM stick that kept causing crashes. I'm still trying to get this thing replaced. And based on the email, it's hard to tell. It sounds like I might need to send all my RAM sticks back, and I think there is a way for me not to do that, which if I can, I will. I think I have to put like a deposit down, and I'll get it back as soon as they get the RAM sticks. And if they want all of them, I'm gonna do that, because I'm not just going to send my RAM sticks and wait for theirs to come in, because that's gonna be a whole other issue. So I'd rather put a deposit down and say, okay, send me the RAM sticks, so that way I can install them and make sure they all work before I send you just the one faulty one back. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Asgardians assemble! What's up, Donald Hudson? How's it going? Puppies! Yes, the puppies are with me tonight. And the reason why it took so long, the reason why I was so delayed in starting the stream officially, is because I was waiting on Little River, because she was doing her business outside. And I'm so proud of her, because she did everything, and I'm glad to hear that. What's going on with SpongeBob? The creator of SpongeBob has passed away, unfortunately. Mr. Trav says, happy to hear your computer is working for now. Yes, I am also very, very excited as River once again tries to get into the frame. Yes. Yes, it's all about River. It's all about you. That's what this is the show. This is the show right here, everybody. Let's see what we got. Super. What's going on, Super? The creator of SpongeBob died today. No, rest in peace, Steven, and thank you for the many hours of childhood joy. No, if you're serious, Frank the Tank says, good to hear. See, you did nothing wrong. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. And also on top of that, as soon as the first day I brought it in, you know, my drive was, you know, my Blu-ray drive was still just hanging out, like wasn't in. And so he just screwed that in really quick. I'm like, oh, didn't realize it was that easy. So it was really nice. I was very tempted to say, hey, you know what? Could y'all just keep it and could y'all just like rebuild it for me and do some nice cable management? I'll pay you for it. I was very tempted to do so, but I was like, you know what? I'd rather just get it all back and not have to worry about that. Yes, welcome to Asgard. Indeed, Shawhan. It's a Trap says, oh no, my lord. I know I made a mistake. Yes, welcome to my madhouse. Laugh away. Laugh away. Rose has no power over me anymore. Rose will always have power over you because Rose is Bay. Tina, hello, I'm on the phone, so you all are my background noise for the night. Well, tell, is it Mary? Are you on the phone with Mary? Or who are you on the phone with? Well, whoever you're on the phone with, tell her Odin says hey. Hallmark Jeremy Rostigo looks like a zombie. Well, she is a zombie in some ways. You could say she's a zombie. I guess that kind of works. Oh, the ram sticks. Yep. We go when we go, sir, says Frank. Yes, that is very, very true. Peabody says, put some tape on the faulty RAM so they know. Yeah, definitely gonna have to mark it out. If indeed, because I emailed them back trying to confirm, are you saying that I need to send all the RAM sticks back? Because I'm not going to just, you know, send them back, all of them back if I don't need to. And then also, if they say yes, then I'll say, okay, well, how much do I need to pay to not do that and get the good RAM in, or potentially the good RAM in, so that way I don't have to worry about that anymore, because I'd rather make sure everything works before I send anything back to them, as to avoid having to do anything very soon. Greta, what's going on, Greta? Hello, welcome to Asgard and everyone. What's going on, Greta? Also, guys, just so y'all know, don't tag this channel. For some reason, this channel does not pop up, as orange. Just put Odin. If you put Odin anywhere in your statement, anywhere at all, it pops up orange for me. So that's all you need to do. I'm sure there's something that I could do to fix it, but at the end of the day, you know what? It makes it easier on everyone else. You don't have to put the @ symbol. You can just put Odin, and I'll know that you're talking to me. It's a Trap says, it's the River and Odin show. Yes, indeed. Oh, my goodness, Donald Hudson. So this list, so if you have not seen my latest video on the Odin's Movie Blog channel, Dork Side of the Force just put out a list of the 17 best villains in the Star Wars universe. Not only is General Hux on the list, and of course they say he's the worst, but still, he's on a list of villains nonetheless. But number 1 is Kylo Ren. Yes, and the reasoning behind it is because, oh, it takes someone with a heart black as coal to kill their father. And he's right in front of the man, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, who killed children. Multiple children, in fact. And yet, no, Kylo Ren's more heartless because he killed his father. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. Yeah, I almost lost my mind myself. Super says, on a much lighter note, I'm doing well. You currently filling out an application to hopefully get my first job and splitting the pages on a 1,500-page book. It's quite fun. Ooh, interesting. What book? Tired Odin is still tired. Yes, indeed. Tired Odin is so tired. Is so tired. Hallmark says, you don't want to sell me RAM sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. That's true. Seventh Wheel. What's going on, Seventh Wheel? If it's popping up orange, you should see a doctor about that. Probably. Probably true. Greta says, just saw Green Book. It's very good. Okay, I've been kind of holding off on Green Book because I know that is racially sensitive, and I'm just so tired of Hollywood only telling racially sensitive stories with African American actors. Like, I feel like it's like, can't we make new stories? Like, can't we tell stories in modern day? I feel like too many directors and too many writers are relying on like the 1950s, 1960s to use African Americans in their stories. It just doesn't make, I don't know, doesn't make sense to me. But I'm glad to hear that it's good. I'm glad to hear that it's good. Let's see. PY says Porgs should have been number 1. Yes. Herpicus says this is some serious heresy. Yes, for sure. For sure. It makes no... Cut off his son's hand. Exactly. Exactly. Mirror Jeremy says, yeah, just finished that video. Evening, bruv. What's up, bruv? How's it going, bruv? How's it going, bruv? 70B, word. Super says, see it for Vigo. If it was good enough for him, then I'm sure it's great. Yeah, and he's actually in hot water. I don't know if anyone heard the controversy. So apparently, I think in an interview, Vigo dropped the N-word. And it was within the context of what he was talking about. But, of course, in today's world, you can't use anything in context. And so he got attacked for it. And then his co-star, Marshala Ali, I think, even forgave him or something, like, but admitted that he did something. Like, so for me, it's like, look, I don't use the word because I think it's offensive. Like, I know there's something wrong with it. But I feel like if an actor is in a movie where his character uses the word and he's talking about his character and he says the word, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck there. I kind of don't know how to feel about it. When he's not using it in a derogatory way, he's using it in a discussion. Like, for example, if you're reading, to me, it's the same thing as if you're reading To Kill a Mockingbird in class, and out loud, the student is asked to read a section, and one of those sections has the N-word in it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that, because I'm kind of torn, because, again, I know it's I know it's problematic. Hallmark Jeremy, I am so excited for the mule. I'm very excited for that, actually. I think that it actually looks like it could be a pretty good addition to the Clint Eastwood collection, for sure. Greta says, it's not overly political. It's actually a heartwarming true story. Well, Greta, I'm glad to hear that, because I can take that. I can take good acting with good storytelling as long as there's not that overwhelming political message. I can take that. I was just making a general comment that I just feel like so many movies that star African Americans these days, or black actors in general, focus more so on these very specific time periods and not on modern day. I don't know. It's just this weird thing. I wish they would be able to tell new stories. Don Hudson says, not just a few younglings, but a whole Jedi Academy worth of younglings, yet Kylo is the best villain. Exactly, because he killed his father. I don't think you know. No, Donald Hudson, you don't understand. He killed his father, and he has the coolest lightsaber. It's a fact. Check the article yourself. He has the coolest lightsaber in Star Wars, and he killed his father. That makes him the worst villain. Or the best villain, depending on how you say it. And he took his shirt off too, so I'm sure that helped with that list. Oh, It's a Trap says, my lord, I'd be interested in seeing a movie about the division of Japanese American soldiers who fought for America in World War II. Now that would be an interesting movie. Wonder why they haven't told that story, or at least, you know, it's so funny how like they hit the same stories over and over again for certain things, but there are other ones that are actually infinitely more interesting that have not even been touched or have not even gone, like, people have not even gone into the depths that they could. I'm sure there's so many stories of the Japanese internment camps here in the United States. Yes, we had internment camps. We rounded up and arrested Japanese Americans. It happened. And yet you don't really see those stories. I don't know. I call the bluff. Study B says, Vigo called me and I gave him the pass. Well, good on you, Steph. That's what I'm talking about. Herpicus says, people forget that Anakin is slaughtered an entire tribe of Tuscans. That's right, too. He killed the women and children. Oh, my goodness. I totally forgot about that, too. He did. He killed women and children. Innocent women and children, mind you, who had nothing to do with the kidnapping of his mother. And then he killed an entire Jedi Academy of younglings. So, yeah, but he's not the worst, no, because I tell you, Kylo Ren, everybody, he killed his father and has the coolest lightsaber. That's why he's the best. That's why he's the best villain ever. Oh, Swoilo Ren. I love that so much. Sorry, 70 says Mace Windu has the coolest lightsaber. I agree. I've said this all the time. Like, when people ask me what's your favorite lightsaber, I'm always torn because I do like his lightsaber a lot because I love purple. I think purple's great. Green's my favorite color, but purple is just so unique and so distinct. I really like that one a lot. And also, I love Ahsoka's yellow and orange tandem. I think it works very well. Let's see. Seventh Wheel says Kylo is not even in the top 5 villains if you count the EU. No, not even close. Like, I don't even know all the villains in the EU because I've only just started to scratch the surface of the EU with the Thrawn trilogy. And I can already tell you, Thrawn would already be up there. Thrawn is a part of canon. So Thrawn is easily a better villain than, I would say, the vast majority of names on that list, let alone every single character from Disney Star Wars. Without any shadow of a doubt, Thrawn is better than them. It's just ridiculous. Cheyenne says, and they did the same to our troops, but everyone seems to never mention that. To our troops? To our troops? I mean, you mean like the Japanese soldiers who served in the army? Yeah, I mean, they don't talk about that either, if that's the case, if that's what you're talking about. Let's see. Edward Coleman says, Darth Vader is automatically disqualified for killing women because of toxic masculinity. Oh, it's so true. It's so sad, but it's also so true. Tina says, still lurking. I told Odin that the shirtless Kylo is more frightening than anything I saw in Haunting of Hill House. Okay, I'm gone again. Yeah, I saw that comment. I loved it. I laughed out loud when I saw that comment on the video because I tried. I was like, I need to get shirtless Kylo in this. Karal Barab, welcome to the new channel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome back. And so it's just that interesting thing where it's like, okay, I know I have to get this in the thumbnail somehow. And when I saw that comment, I was just like, oh my goodness, it's amazing. Patrick Duff says, the N-word originally meant an ignorant person, but somewhere along the line, people use it to insult black people. I mean, yeah, and that's the reason why I totally understand why I'm never going to use that word in general discussion, because I know that it is offensive to people, legitimately offensive to people, because it was used. There was a deep history of it being used for that reason. But also at the same time, I'm also going to call out when I see, for example, students at my school using it casually in conversation. I think, no, I'm sorry, but we need to, if the word is being used and has a history of being used for this reason, it should not be used at all, no matter what race you are. That's just my own personal thought on it, though. Let's see. Peabody says, I like the original lightsaber, but Darth Maul's was cool. Darth Maul's was pretty cool. Yes, I will agree with you there. Definitely cool. Herbicus says, I highly recommend reading Darth Plagueis and the Bane trilogy. Amazing books. Well, I've heard Darth Bane is really cool. I will say one of the coolest parts of the ending of Clone Wars was when all of a sudden you got that like hologram almost, where it was during the time when Yoda goes back to the home world of the Sith, and Darth Bane is revealed, and I was like, oh my god, I want to know more about this character. So I definitely can't wait to dive more into Darth Bane. And then Darth Plagueis, I actually have the audiobook for that, so definitely on my radar for sure. So thank you so much for those shouts. Laura says, Laura, are we cool? I'm worried. I hope we're cool, because you blocked me on Twitter and it kind of hurt my feelings, because I don't know why. So I hope we're cool. I hope everything's fine. I was very, very confused. Laura says, wait until you see Ahsoka's lightsabers in Rebels. Those are my favorite. Can't wait to see it. Yeah, I can't wait to dive into Rebels personally. Shahan says, yeah, sorry, fingers still stick a bit. No problem at all, Shahan. No problem at all. Edward Coleman says, I feel Kylo's lightsaber is a little flaccid. Well, I think the best comment on Kylo's lightsaber actually comes from an SNL skit. The undercover, I will say, the undercover boss, like Starkiller Base, is really funny. It's really, really funny. And with Matt the technician. And one of the best parts of it is when Bobby Moynihan talks about his lightsaber, saying that it looks like a little child put it together. It's like, it's so true. It is. It really does look like that. Let's say Greta says, I know this is mostly Star Wars channel, but if you're a Harry Potter fan, don't go see Fantastic Beasts 2. They rewrite canon and it's frustrating. You see, I've heard that, Greta, from some people, because that's a movie that me and my wife are planning on seeing. And Stephanie's best friend, Freya's best friend, actually loved it. And she is like a diehard Harry Potter fan, like someone that my wife trusts tremendously when it comes to this stuff. So it's interesting that even among fans of Harry Potter, there is a split. Just among general audiences, there's kind of a split to it. So we kind of want to see it just to be like, what's everything that's going on? But I do know that there were some things that were rewritten, so it's going to be interesting to see, to make up our own minds. It's a Trap says, my lord, shirtless Kylo is probably the best thing to come out of Disney Star Wars, especially for the memes. I love calling him Ben Swallow. I will agree with you there. It is hilarious. It kind of reminds me of the prequels, about how when the prequels came out, a lot of us were like, kind of like, oh, okay. But the memes have like kind of given rebirth to the prequels and now made us love the prequels because we just find joy every single time. All right, let's see. So baby says, I never use that word even when I sing songs with it in there. Exchange that word with sucka, and there you go. Boom, Steph, you got it right. Cheyenne says, they should just ban the word if only rights. Yep. Epos Dyer says, I've been gone for a month and haven't watched. When did the new channel come up and how did it come about? Well, thank you for the question, Epos Dyer. So yeah, the new channel started probably little about week and a half, 2 weeks. It's very fresh. It's very young. And the reason why is because I just kept getting frustrated with the fact that the algorithm on YouTube gets affected. There were studies that have been done that the algorithm on YouTube gets affected when you do live streams and when you have them posted. And I was just getting really tired of having to unlist them constantly. So I thought to myself, well, you know what? I'll just make a separate channel. Seeing that not everybody on my channel, on the O's Vlog channel, even watch the live streams, I'll just make the new channel, since it's usually around 30 to 40 solid people. And I'll just put all my live streams there. They'll stay online, so I don't have to worry about making them private or unlisted or anything. So they'll all still be online. I don't have to take them off at all. And then also I can play around with some new content that I know might not do as well on the main channel. So that's why I'm doing more vlog-type videos. I did a couple of Black Friday videos, Blu-ray videos, things like that. And I think that's kind of what I want to start doing for this channel. I feel like this is a way for me to get a little bit more personal on this channel as opposed to the other channel. Like the other channel, it can be focused on, big movie news, Star Wars, things of that nature. This channel can be a little bit more freeform, I feel. And I don't know. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to have a separate channel for it. But thank you for the question, Outpost Dyer. I know that you haven't been around in a while, but that's the reason why it all started. It really comes down to YouTube just sucking. And if YouTube's algorithm didn't mess up every time I did a live stream, well, then I would obviously have not made a separate channel. But because I'd rather just not even deal with it, it's like, no, I'll just make a new channel. And I'll try and let every person I possibly can know, because I know a lot of people that do the live streams are part of the Discord, so it was very easy to reach out to those people. And so now in the videos, I'm trying to mention it, and I'm pinning it in the comments, so that way everyone who was a part of the live streams, who wants to still be a part of the live streams, can do so. So it seems to have worked so far because we have 25 people right here right now, and so I feel like we've got a lot of the core people here for sure, but it's definitely a work in progress. It's definitely not perfect at this point. Peabody says, watch the movie The Dam Busters. The dog's name was Ann. Oh, really, Peabody? Oh, no. Oh, no. Kroll Barab, yes, definitely planning on reading the Bane trilogy. I've heard excellent things about it. Peabody says, Kylo's lightsaber always looks like it has a low battery. Yes, for sure. So he says, just a second, I thought, for just a second, I thought you were referring to me. No, not at all, Steph, not at all. Super says, from my understanding, J.K. Rowling legit almost retconned the entire previous film. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's one of those things, too, where people, because I personally think it's just a money grab from her, and then my wife and others are like, no, but why would she do that? She has all the money in the world. It's like, yeah, but when has that stopped rich people before from continuing to try and make more money? I don't know. I just feel like it's cash grab at this point. And it's like, no, just stop. Just stop making these movies, because all you're doing is potentially ruining the greatest franchise that really you could have written. And my wife respects her for continuing to write, because obviously she's a creative person and she wants to continue to be creative. But for me, it's like, you're never going to live up to what you established in Harry Potter. So don't keep trying to. Like, stop trying to one-up yourself, because it's not working. In fact, it's actually making it worse in a lot of ways. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. And Outpost Dyer, thank you so much for subscribing. Sorry, I missed the notification on that. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. Because of YouTube. Enough said. It is totally just because of YouTube, because YouTube sucks. And the 18 Wiener Dogs too. Damn right. Let's see. Don Hudson, dude, just put Odin. Guys, if you want to get my attention, you don't have to tag the channel in anymore. All you have to do is just put Odin at the very beginning. No @ symbol or anything. Just Odin. It pops up orange for me, so it's great. And someone said I probably need to get that checked out, but you know what? It's working for me right now. But I saw this. Hudson says, because the reason why is because I see welcome to, and there's someone in the chat called Welcome to My Madhouse. And so I always think that you're talking to that person. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. No, that's the name of the new channel. So it's just better if you just put Odin somewhere in any part of the comment, preferably in the beginning, and I'll see it. He says, I'm here to chat with all of you and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Well, I can't wait to chat with you, sir. Eric Coleman says, 2 Odin channel are better than 1. Damn right. Damn right. Peabody says, I know what you mean. With 14 subs, I might have to make a second channel too. Yes, Peabody. Dude, keep doing those live streams, man. Keep doing them. Dal Hudson is indeed a plebeian. Patrick Duff says, Samuel L. Jackson used the N-word in a lot of his lines in movies. Yes, he does, for sure. Greta says, has your wife read Cursed Child? She did. She read Cursed Child, and she was not impressed. She did not like it personally. Like, she thought there were some cool, interesting parts to it, but overall, she was like, it's not, it's not, it's not legit. It's not J.K. Rowling. Lethal Lightning, what's up, bruv? How's it going? Just out by, mate. Got ahead to get my laptop fixed. One thing I hate about Clone Wars series is General Grievous. In EU is a Jedi killing badass. In Clone Wars, he gets beaten by Gungans. Yeah, and also he's constantly running, too. And I mean, I guess that's also a part of the Clone Wars. Clone Wars was the main movie that he was in. But I mean, I guess it's a part of his character in the prequels. But yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I really do understand where you're coming from. But yeah, it's interesting. But dude, I hope your laptop works, man. So again, my PC's finally back and running. Seems to be working fine. Again, praying that it doesn't fault any, it doesn't break again, because I just couldn't handle it. I can't handle another break. CT117, welcome back. Herbicus, yeah, YouTube has a YouTube problem for sure. Laura says we good, sorry. Well, I'm glad that we're good. I just wanted to make sure because it's one of those things where I thought we were good, and then I was like, wait a minute, did I say something? Did I do something? Because I'm someone where I don't like tension, and when it's something that I don't like, it's one thing if it's someone like someone who used to be on the channel, someone who used to be supportive of the channel, Sly Jones, who just kind of went off the deep end, like kind of went crazy. It's one thing if that happens, but when there's someone who I know is legitimately really cool, I don't know. So I'm glad that we're good. Very, very happy about that. CT, hello. Super says, I'm not sure if it's a cash grab. Honestly, I just think she's bored doing it for fun, and money is just a nice benefit. Maybe. I mean, it could be that, but at the end of the day, why would you ruin your greatest invention? Why would you ruin your greatest creation? Why would you tick off your most loyal fan base? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Just doesn't make any sense. Eddie Hernandez, welcome back. I'm glad that you laughed at the list because it was awful. It was so bad. Ultra Trap says, my lord Odin, I don't get why J.K. Rowling doesn't come up with a new story separate from Harry Potter. Her fan base would surely follow her to that story. Well, she has continued writing. She's done actually a lot of mystery novels under a pseudonym that she revealed, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being a pseudonym at this point. So I don't know why she continues to write under the name, because apparently her fans were able to figure it out. But apparently there's like one new series where she's just like, there's a lot of cursing and sex. And my wife was kind of like, yeah, it sounds like she was just trying to make the total opposite of Harry Potter. It's like, yeah, that's not a good enough reason to write a book. So I don't know. Plebeian. Darth Hammer, what's up, bruv? J.J. Abrams made a great choice cutting Luke Bilbo Walker from Rey's vision. I agree. Cheyenne says, we have two mates from the Upside Down here, Lightning and Peabody. Look how awesome that is. Seriously, it's always awesome to have my people from the Upside Down here. It's always great. Yours is fixed, mine breaks, perfectly balanced. As the Force is. The Force is balance. Lethal, that's right, man. So if you get yours fixed, I don't know, does that mean mine's going to crash again? Please, God, no. YouTube Johnson it for sure. Seventh Wheel says, when they introduced Grievous in the original Clone Wars short cartoons, he was a badass. In the movies, they made him out to be a wuss. Okay, yeah, I got you. That makes sense. Makes sense. 70B is literally shaking. Oh, no. Edward Coleman says, Kylo was a great villain in Girls. Is that Star Wars canon? Dude, I watched the first season of Girls. It's so bad. Oh my goodness, I watched, and some people might say, why did you do that? It's because I can say it's bad. And when someone comes to me and say, oh, you wouldn't know, you didn't watch it. No. I watched the entire first season. And actually even episode 1 of season 2. And it never got funny. Ever. And it's supposed to be a comedy. It was awful. But yeah, definitely the greatest villain in Girls, for sure. Herbicus says, pretty sure it's a universal human instinct to self-sabotage. Definitely makes sense. James Harrell, what's going on, bruv? Laura says, I bet they re-released Rebels on Disney app before episode 9. Sucks it isn't on Netflix. I know, seriously, dude. And Leave the Lightning. Saw the Roxanne. Seriously, Laura, like, I really hope that they release it on Netflix, because I was able to binge watch all of Clone Wars and it was fantastic. I know that with their new service coming up, I'm sure they want to try and avoid as many contracts or new contracts as they can with other streaming services. So I really hope that it becomes available, though, because there are sites that people have pointed me to be able to watch Rebels, but it would just be nice to watch it legitimately on Netflix and just be able to stream it without any issues and be able to sit on my couch and watch it on my Roku. Like, the means that people have given me, it's like I can only watch it on my computer or my laptop, and I just would rather not have to go through the process of that. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that either. I mean, obviously with Clone Wars coming out, they're putting a lot of weight into the Mandalorian series as well. So they're going to literally do everything they can to try and make people interested in Star Wars again, because if they don't, episode 9 is not going to break $1 billion, might barely break even. I mean, it's not, things at this point are just not looking good. Greta says, J.K. Rowling is trying to put her political progressiveness into Harry Potter. Oh no, Greta. Oh, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. No. Mike G says, what's up? How's it going? Shawhan's, just like Star Wars, though. Let the past die, Harry Potter. Yep. Demogeny, what's up, Demogeny? How's it going? Welcome back. Cheyenne says, and then Odin threw up and went blind. That's to girls. Yep, thanks to girls. Yeah, exactly right. Thanks to girls, I did indeed go blind. Yep, that's how I lost my eye. That's how Odin lost his eye, guys, because he decided to watch girls, and he would rather have pulled out one of his eyes than continue to watch that show. So the middle says, I hate watch the entire series and laugh at how stupid they all were. You watched the entire series? How did you get through it? I understand it's that hate watch mentality, but oh my goodness, I couldn't do it. Peabody says, the tech didn't tell you he had to remove L337 from your computer. No, something that would be amazing. If someone created a virus that's name was L337, I would actually kind of laugh if people were like, the new L337 virus needs to get removed from your computer or it'll crash. I would just find so much joy in that because it would be so true. It's a trap says, my lord Odin, I must take off and do some work. I will return to my court jester duty soon. Have a good night, and have a good night to everybody. It's a Trap Productions. Thank you very much, kind sir, for stopping by. And you remind me. I got to give a shout out to my patrons. So a huge shout out to A Great Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank, and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Greta Z, Harold Francis, Inflamed Wood, Ultra Trap Productions, that's you, bruv, Jason Clark, Jamie Christopher, Jeffrey Toon, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody, and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, PJ, the DJD Show, those two ball guys, Tina B, and Voorhees67. You are all amazing, beautiful people, and my patrons, mwah, and I love you so very much. So it's a trap. You have a good night. Patrick McDuff says, I'm tired of all the NPC racist, sexist, feminist drama. Why can't we all get along and stop bickering about every single little thing? I agree, McDuff. I agree. That says, the cartoons explain why Grievous had a cough and wasn't as badass in the movies. Windu used the Force to crush his chest. Yeah, that's right. I forgot that happened. Apple's Dyer says, do you think they're going to bring Luke back to life or limp forward with Ghost Jake? Ghost Jake. I mean, they're going to try and get people to come back by throwing names out there and throwing concepts out there. But at the end of the day, they're still Disney, and they're still being run by Kathleen Kennedy. And so I feel like people in that kind of position have so much pride in the power that they have that they're not going to just, slowly like fade away. I just don't see them backing down from the position that they've been in at this point. It's really sad. Herbicus says, pretty sure most of Star Wars fan base has either walked away or is part of the fandom menace. I agree. I definitely think that's true. I think that a huge portion have joined the fandom menace without any shadow of a doubt. And that's a huge thanks to channels like Geeks and Gamers. Ethan Van Sciver has been a huge part of that. World Class BSers have been a huge part of that. And that goes out beyond just that. Ivan Ortega, Anna, that Star Wars girl. I mean, the entire group. John Talks. I mean, I'm missing out and leaving out a lot of really cool channels that have popped up and have been a huge part of this movement. And it's been really cool to be a part of it as well. Let's see. Demogeny says, there's nothing Disney can do to make me enjoy their filth. I agree. Disney, I got you what you mean. Greta says, I hate Watch Girls too. I can't believe she still gets a job at Hollywood. I know she's not good. She's not a good writer. She's not a good actor. She's not a good director. How does she keep getting away? Oh, wait, that's right. Because she's a crazy NPC leftist loony. That's the reason why. It makes sense. It totally makes sense. Oh, my goodness gracious. Corral Rob says, L337, is that responsible for my old PS4 breaking? Yes. Yes, L337 is responsible. Donald Hudson says, the L337 virus is why the Millennium Falcon was unable to make the jump to hyperspace. Yes, that's so true. That's so true. Man Bun Luke will kill Thanos. Dude, seriously, Man Bun Luke. Who's better, Man Bun Luke or Ben Swallow? I don't know. I would love to see a fight between those two. I would love to see an epic rap battles of history between those two. I think that would be really funny to see that happen. Peabody says, we don't have to agree with everyone, but mutual respect takes us a long way. I agree. Again, you can disagree with people. I disagree with my wife all the time. I disagree with a lot of people on a lot of things. But as long as there's that mutual respect there, we can move past it and we can have good, thoughtful discussion. One of the teachers that I work with, for example, we're very polar opposite on a lot of things, but we're still able to have some really great conversations because we don't yell at each other, because we understand that yelling doesn't get us anywhere, and also we respect each other. And that level of respect is something that's so important to any proper discourse. Let's see. see. Lena Dunham equals gross. I agree for sure. Super says Lena Dunham is also a legit disgusting human being. No, seriously, like the fact that she has said comments like, I wish I had an abortion, and she said some other really disgusting things too. And she's just a despicable human being. And the unfortunate thing is that is what's being promoted in Hollywood these days. That is something that is being promoted and supported by Hollywood elites, by producers, directors, everything. It's all part of the same group of people. And it's all self-serving. It's not caring about anyone but themselves. And it's really sad. It's really sad because they're the ones that are creating the movies and the stories that are shaping the minds of our future. And it's scary that there are people who are going to watch that filth and think to themselves, oh, this is how the world actually is. This is how the world actually works. Oh, this is true. When in reality, that's just not the case at all. That's why I would just rather have that SJW politics out of it, because it just has no place. It has no place at all. Patrick Duff says, Odin, just think in January, Family Guy and The Simpsons will be Disney shows, which is sad. Oh, wait, that's right. You're talking about, that would be the Fox deal, I guess. Well, also, that one hasn't, I don't know if that one's been approved by the federal government yet, because I know that there's still some hoops that they need to jump between before that actually is officially gone through. I know that Comcast stopped outbidding Disney on that deal, which is hilarious because they basically just made Disney spend more money, which is awesome. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It will definitely be interesting to see how that comes about, how it transitions over to the into the streaming service. You know, what they bring into the streaming service, but they don't. As I said before, I might get the streaming service, but it would require them to provide a crap ton of content. Like, they would need to provide an entire library of classic Disney shows and Disney movies. That would be a huge part of it. And also, if they're able to bring in Fox content, that could be a big part of it too. And I think that's where they would be able to actually release the original Star Wars films also, because I think Fox might still have the rights to those, which is why there's been such a problem with them being able to release it. 70B, you are doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for being so supportive as always. Let's see. Oh, I know why. Heimdall is chilling in another account right now. So let me fix Heimdall real quick. No wonder. Good thing that I have Loki running. Oh my goodness. All right, let me go ahead and fix this really quick, because I miss Heimdall. I need Heimdall in my life. Everyone needs a little Heimdall in their life every now and then. Also, he does my announcements. I still haven't taught Loki those tricks yet. So let's see. Super says, those abortion comments aren't even the worst. In a book she wrote, she legit admitted to messing her little sister when she was a teenager. That's right. She admitted to that, and also she faked, she pretended, she lied about being raped. This is a disturbed person. This is someone who needs help, and yet her views and positions and comments are being promoted. It's so disgusting. 70B, of course, you are amazing. Peabody says, I don't mean to push, but can you send the girls their presents? Peabody, dude, I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna do it. It's on my it's been on my to-do list for a long time. But with the PC working now, I can put more focus on that, because I still need to send out y'all's DVDs and their presents. Because I also want to send them something else, because I'd rather send them that with Christmas. The reason why I've also been holding off on it is because I know that I want to send them something myself. So I'd rather send them all together in one Christmas package than send multiple shipments out. So that's another reason why I've kind of been holding off on it. But don't worry. Don't worry. I have them. I have a pile of to ship, and it's there. And I look at it every single day, and I'm always reminded of it. And, dude, don't worry. Don't worry about pushing. I totally understand, and I'm glad that you are. Hold on a second. Let's see. Allow. Fussbot, you are not cooperating, Fussbot. Krull says, Disney swallowing up everything reminds me of WWE. They'll have too much content with little depth or competition. Exactly right. No, I think you are exactly right on that. And one of the biggest things that we can really point to, and we can really see as that being the case, is the fact that oh wait, this might actually work. Heimdall, are you alive? Heimdall, are you alive? We shall know soon. Did I fix you? Heimdall, did I fix you? Were you the man on the grassy knoll? It was you, wasn't it, Heimdall? Hello? Heimdall? Oh no. Heimdall. Where are you? All right, we'll get back to Heimdall in a second. But anything, Corel Brab, I think you're absolutely right about that with WWE. In fact, that's the reason why, one, Raw is no longer going over 3 hours. So there was a time when it would 10 p.m. Central Standard Time is when it would usually end, but it normally would go past that, like 10:06, 10:07. And USA finally laid its foot down and said, no, you need to stop doing that. And so now it doesn't happen at all anymore. So now, like last night, for example, they cut it off right at 10 o'clock, which is interesting. And I wouldn't be surprised if the deal that, because they also made a deal with Fox. And I wouldn't be surprised if that eventually might address that issue, because 3 hours is way too long for a show, especially when you just fill it with nonsense and stupidity. And I agree with you. Like too much content, little depth, no competition. And that's why SmackDown is always better. SmackDown is always the better show, because it's amazing. It really is. Mayor Jeremy, that is indeed correct. I cannot confirm nor deny or say the name, but that is correct. Super says, when she lied about being raped, she gave the man she accused a pseudonym, but it turned out the name belonged to a real person she went to college with. Yep, that's how despicable she is. She fakes rape. She lies about being raped, which is already disgusting in and of itself, and then she implicates someone else who was totally innocent of any crime. Yep. Patrick McDuff, Zootopia is a great movie. I agree. Peabody says, that's cool. Just as well I wrapped them Christmas paper. Thank you. Of course. And that's the reason why I was like, oh, this is a Christmas present. Okay, well, Christmas is still a little ways away, so it might be better for me to send it all together. So don't worry, man. I got you. I got you. Eric Coleman says, if you need my address for Christmas presents, just let me know. I'm a size S medium. I will keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. Disney is... Adpost Dyer, you're absolutely right. Disney is becoming a monopoly, and not the good kind. Not at all. Not at all. It's so bad. It really is. It's so bad. No one should have that much power. No one should have that much power. All right, what did I do wrong? Heimdall, I must give you life. So this is the new brand account. Authentication successful. Okay. Friday night SmackDown. That might come back. I think you're right. That might actually come back. And then Heimdall is the bot. Okay, authentication successful. Connect. Okay, things are starting to show up for me. Did it erase everything? Did it erase everything? No, everything's still there. Commands, announcements. The announcements are still live, but he's just not posting. Let's disconnect. Refresh. Connect. Let's see. Heimdall, did I save you? Are you alive? Are you functioning now? Oh, Heimdall. Heimdall is back. There he is. There's that sexy beast. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Tuesday night. It's Tuesday SmackDown now, but with the Fox move, it might move back to Fridays, which is already interesting already. So, and 70B, thank you for shouting out, guys. 70B, post the link. Want to look sharp as a tack? Buy a T-shirt. I have T-shirts, guys. Check it out. The Teespring link is right there. And I try to make it as cheap as possible. And so if you want to support the channel and also want to wear some cool swag, hey, go check it out. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Oh, good comment, Donald Hudson. Excellent comment there, and absolutely true as well. Peabody says, Shawhan Clan sent me an awesome Star Wars Rogue One blanket that they made. That's what you see on my chair in my latest video. Oh, that's awesome, Peabody. Nice. That's really cool. Shout out to the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan for sure. Those crazy pups. All right. Now that I've got you fixed. Patrons, let's give another shout out to the patrons. Huge shout out to A Great Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Weeder Don Clan, Greta Zenner, Harold Francis, Inflamed Wood, Ultra Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jamie Christopher, Jeffrey Toon, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, PJ, the DJD Show, those two ball guys, Tina B, and Voorhees67. Thank you all so much. You are all amazing and beautiful people. And yes, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Let's see. 70B says, I got you a Texas Christmas gift too. What? No, you didn't have to give me anything, Steph. Thank you. I mean, I'm going to get you something, but no, you don't have to give me anything. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see it. Patrick Maduff says, NPCs and SJWs are the reason why aliens don't visit us, among other reasons. I know, they get to the point where they just look at everything and they're like, oh my God, what is this? What is this nonsense? What is this stupidity? I don't want to deal with this. I'm just going to fly over this planet. I could reveal my, aliens are like, we could reveal ourselves to them and reveal intelligence and technology, but no, they're going to destroy themselves because they're stupid. CD says, I would like to hear Ivan Ortega and that Star Wars girl's thoughts on Zootopia. Hey, I'll try and bring that up if you, I'm going to say we should be having a regular Common Sense crew this week. I'm not sure which channel is hosting it yet, but it should be a normal Common Sense crew. So if you're in the comments, I will try and look out for it because again, those comments get crazy because we usually get a lot more traffic with those streams. And I'll try and look out for it. And if it's there, I will definitely ask. I will definitely ask their thoughts and opinions on it. I personally like it. I like Zootopia. I mean, do I think there's problems with it? Sure. But overall, I think that if there's any area that hasn't gone SJW, that hasn't kind of fallen off the beaten path, to me, it's the Pixar, Disney Pixar. I feel like Disney Pixar movies are still producing some very high quality content and haven't really gone off on it. Marvel too, though, of course, with Captain Marvel coming up, it looks like they might start going down that train. But I would say, Zootopia was great. I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Eric Coleman says, did you fix the Streamlabs? Don't have PayPal, but would love to tip the entertainment. Yes. So I was finally able to set it up because, so basically the reason why it only had PayPal before was because obviously they want to make sure that you're trustworthy. So they want to make sure your stream has been around for a while, or, that it's not, just a random thing. So it is now also, you can donate through credit card now too. So credit card, debit card, and also PayPal through the Streamlabs link is all working now. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Again, no super chats just because this is YouTube. So you need to get up to 1,000 subscribers on this channel and also the 4,000 watch hours. And then you have to get approved. So we still have a ways to go on this channel. But again, I'm doing this more, it's never, as I said before, it's never been about the money. For me, it's just always been about having fun. And this has been a blast for me. And I'm glad that you guys have had a lot of fun too. And, if money comes, great. I think that's a great plus. I'm not going to, obviously I'm not going to turn it down because it definitely can help, especially with, just day-to-day life and the, struggles that happen, being, me and my wife working in the school system, it's nice to have the, extra bit of income, but it's not about it. It's about more than that. And this has been an amazing community and I've been lucky to be a part of it. I'm just a part of it. Like you guys are a part of it. I'm a part of it. Like we're all in this together. And it's just been really cool to have this kind of a family atmosphere here. And it's just great. It's awesome. It's fun. So, yeah. But anyway, it is working. If you do want to donate, again, no one has to donate. But if you do want to, the Streamlabs link is working. So it works with if you have a PayPal account or if you have a credit card account. And again, it's all through Streamlabs OBS. So it's not some, some totally off the beaten path software that's going to like steal your information. I mean, I've never heard of any issues with Streamlabs and it's been around for a very long time. At least OBS has been around for a very long time. So you should be good. But obviously if anything ever did happen, I would, I would definitely take care of it and let every single person know. Peabody says, Steph got you a pinata suit for Fortnite. Now, that would be an amazing gift. I don't know how Texas that is, though. Herbicus says, the surest sign intelligent life exists elsewhere is that none of it has tried to contact us. That's a very, very good point. Somebody says, I had to get it. It's fun. Nothing big. It's silly, but totally Texas. Well, I can't wait. I do love Texas, so I can't wait. Laura says, there was a lot of hype for Aquaman today. I love Jason Momoa, but all the CGI worries me. Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of positive reviews for it. And part of me kind of wonders, are they trying to overhype it because it's a DC movie? And I'm not sure. Because I'm the same way, where even my wife, who loves Jason Momoa and wants to see Jason Momoa on the big screen, saw that when she finally saw the trailer, she was like, "Oh, I'm not as excited about it because that CGI looks awful." So from what I've heard, it's a fun. They said it's like a throwback to like 80s action or 80s cheese or something like that. So if that's the case, it could be fun. But I have the same reservations. The CGI just looks awful. The CGI just doesn't look good. Not my thing. Apostar says, "Is the Streamlabs better than Patreon?" It depends. I mean, I think that Patreon maybe takes more of a cut. Because the cut that Streamlabs takes is not as high as, for example, like YouTube. All the super chats, like YouTube takes like a 30% cut of every single one. And then also there's certain like provisions where if a comment is worded a certain way, they might not give it to you and might donate it to some like charity, which is great because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving charity, but they don't tell you that they're doing it. They don't tell you that the comment's inappropriate or anything like that. So it's just one of those things where it's kind of like, oh, they could literally do that to any comment. Like, there's really no oversight on it. But also on top of that, too, they don't tell you what charity they're giving to, because there's good charities and then there's some bad charities out there, too, that I don't want my money going to. So I think Streamlabs is excellent. On the main channel, we've used it. I mean, I was using Streamlabs for a few months. Never had any issues. Never had people saying I was double charged or anything like that. So it seems to be a pretty good system. So really, it's up to your preference. It's really up to your preference. Patrick Duff says, "Have you gotten better at Fortnite?" No, I have not, because I have not had time and the ability to play Fortnite because my PC has been broken. So, no, I'm the exact same. And I don't think anything would have been different if I could have played Fortnite. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. CD says, "If Zootopia was SJW, it would have been presented in one-sided stance on the subject of racism, and I wouldn't have made friends who held some center-right Christian friends on DA. And that's the reason why I don't think it's SJW. Again, do I think that they might have some problems with it? Sure, because any movie has problems with it. No movie is perfect. But it's the same thing, like, you know how there were some people who were saying, oh, Incredibles 2 is SJW. And even Jeremy was out there saying, no, it's not, because it's not. It really isn't. You know, just because there's a certain character, just because there's a strong female character, doesn't automatically make it SJW. Like, there is criteria for that title. We don't want to be like SJWs and overuse the term to the point where it loses all meaning. It's like when they use the term racist or sexist. They use it so much that the term now loses any meaning whatsoever. And so that's why, and CT, you've tried to have a conversation with me about this on Twitter, and I've tried to make it very clear to CT that I in no way think that Zootopia is SJW, and I like Zootopia. I have no issues with Zootopia. So I just want to make that very, very clear. Peabody says, "I was wrong. Steph got you Walker Texas Ranger, but she had trouble rapping it." Dude, if Walker Texas Ranger comes up at my door for Christmas, that would be an excellent Christmas present. Eddie Hernandez says, "Mary Sue Ray, Jade Skywalker, Ben Swallow, L3GBT, and Super Tico are part of the social justice or the justice social star Avengers." Oh my God, that's a mouthful. And yeah, that's pretty good. Donald Hudson says, "Everything is overhyped nowadays. All aboard the hype train." Yes, indeed, Donald Hudson. Everett Coleman, thank you so much for the $5 donation. I really do appreciate it. Testing, racism, racist, sexist, toxic masculinity. Testing. Hopefully Streamlabs is working. Yes, it is working. And also, don't worry, because Streamlabs won't just randomly take your donation and just, you know, take it away somewhere. You know, luckily Streamlabs doesn't do that. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glad to see it's working, because no one's donated since I started this new channel, so I'm glad to see that it is working. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. But anyway, Dallas says, "Everything is overhyped nowadays. All aboard the hype train." I agree. Will Gentry, what's up? YouTube takes what percentage of Super Chat money? 30%, Will Gentry. So let's say Sensei Mike, because he would do this a lot, would come in and donate $100 Super Chat. I would get maybe $70 of that. Maybe even less, because YouTube's never been very clear on that percentage, but it's around 30%. Streamlabs, he started donating $100. I got $96 of that. So $4 versus $30, it's a no-brainer. Now, obviously, people trust Super Chat more because it's YouTube and it's a bigger company and everything like that. So they feel like it's a bit safer than Streamlabs is. But at the end of the day, it's better for the content creator through Streamlabs. And also, I personally think it's better for the audience as well. So that's just me. Laura says 80s throwback equals montage. It's a montage. Yes, exactly right, Laura. Exactly right. CD says, along with folks who do commentaries on SJW. Yeah, I agree. Herbica says, I would like to state for the record that Palpatine did nothing wrong. Hashtag Palpatine did nothing wrong. Hashtag Anakin did nothing wrong. No, I'm not going to say that because he killed children. He killed younglings. Holds back laughter. See, Peabody says, you heard it now. We get to Odin, Chuck Norris for Christmas. Yes, that's all I wanted for Christmas is Chuck Norris. You are so right. That's all I wanted for Christmas was Chuck Norris. CT says, I have some advice on how you guys can read and answering our questions. Okay, what you got? Hashtag Empire did nothing wrong. Hashtag First Order. No, First Order did a lot of things wrong, let's be honest. Donald Hudson says, did you know that when ninjas are little, they grow up wanting to be like Chuck Norris? Instead, they grow up to be killed by Chuck Norris. That's great. Hashtag the Empire did nothing wrong. Yes, get that trending. Hashtag the Empire did nothing wrong. Vader did nothing wrong. Palpatine did nothing wrong. Perfect. Perfect. Herpicus says the only thing Anakin did wrong was not wear a Herpicus! No! Herpicus! No. Bad Herpicus. Bad. Naughty Herpicus. How dare you? Perpicus, how dare you? Hashtag the Empire did nothing wrong. Damn right. Damn right. I'll tell you. Tarkin did nothing wrong. Dude, how is Tarkin below Kylo Ren? Grand Moff Tarkin is so much cooler and so much more badass. I am more afraid of Grand Moff Tarkin than I could ever be of Kylo Ren. Let's just be honest. And he's not even Force sensitive. Lord. Why are you booing me? I'm right. I'm going to boo you, Herpicus. CT says, use Twitter with the hashtag on question for stream. That would require me to like keep track of Twitter. I mean, my mind, like my wife, whenever she sees these streams, she's like, how do you keep up with this? Like, how does your mind handle all these things on your screen? So I've already got a lot of things up there. So I appreciate the recommendation, but I just take questions in my chat. So like, I don't feel like there's a need to do that because you could just easily put a question in here. And as long as you put Odin in there, I will see it. So, unless you mean like for like the bigger streams, like the Common Sense crew, that might be something that we could look into. But even then, I feel like, you know, I'd have to check with them because it's not my stream. So I'm doing it with a group of people. So, Laura says the little blonde youngling who talks to Anakin in the temple was Lucas's son. Also, the kid who the clones gunned down in front of Senator Organa. Really? Wait, really? You mean the one who was like, Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? That's George Lucas's son. That's creepy. Frank says, because Odin is the Allfather, sing, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Let's see. Tina says, looking good. Thank you so much. And smash that like button, folks. Well, thank you so much, very much. You lurking girl. You lurking girl. I appreciate you, Tina. Thank you so much. Analogic. That's great. Peabody says, you can defeat Kylo Ren by getting him a pacifier on a chain. So when he spits it out, you can quickly put it back in his mouth. Because he is just a giant baby. He's a giant man-child. He's a little emo teenager, and yet somehow, because he killed his father and has the coolest lightsaber ever, he's better than Darth Vader, who killed children and an entire species. No, but he killed his father. He killed his father. So no, that makes him worse. That makes him worse. Let's see. Edward Coleman says, being the first to donate, does that mean we finally get Team America World Police Movie Night? Pay attention. Night to pay to play like government. No, but when Christmas season is over, I will definitely be open to that being a movie option, Edward Coleman. So remind me of this moment, and I will do the best that I can. Patrick McDuff says, hello, everybody. This is Markiplier, Yes, I do sometimes watch Markiplier. I love his try not to laugh videos. They're always hilarious. It's always great to see him try to keep himself from laughing. So, boo on Kylo Ren. Boo. Frank says, is because Kylo didn't force choke women and Vader did. Boo is all I can say. Boo is right, man. I'm sorry, but Vader is an equal opportunist choker. That sounds very wrong. But he doesn't discriminate when it comes to force choking. Let's just leave it there. Super says, I know this is super random, but I just have to complain for a second. With all the tech advancements, can anyone explain why printer ink is still so expensive? It should be $5 each. Yeah, that's a great question, and I don't know the answer to it. I was wondering the same thing because I remember when I was in even high school, especially college, like I was like, oh my god, why is ink so damn expensive? So to hear that it's still expensive, because I haven't bought ink in a very long time, is interesting. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I'm sure that there's some manufacturing concern or issue, or maybe where you buy it from. I don't know. It's a good question. CT says the Common Sense crew could do that because I really like to engage with people in the Common Sense crew, but there's so many people on there, and I'm not sure what about spending my money. No, CT, I absolutely understand and agree for sure. So I'll definitely try and bring that up with them. I'll try and remember that because my memory sucks. But I will definitely try to bring that up to them because I definitely think that we need a better way of keeping up with people who want to ask questions who maybe don't have the means to donate. Especially since the chat is just filled with people. Now, of course, that could lead us to getting 1,000, tweets, but maybe it's an option of, hey, we can take now a couple of questions from Twitter. I think that might be another way to engage with people. So that's a good idea, CT. I like that. Thank you. Herpigus says, I'm more intimidated by my half-finished Fireball bottle than Kylo. CT said, just so they could read it. No, I definitely understand that, CT. Frank says, Vader did whatever needed to be done. Vader was a pimp. America, F yeah, here to save the mother effing day, yeah, America. Such a good movie. I love it so much. Let's see. Patrick Duff says, Darth Vader is the best villain of all time. Changed my mind. No, I won't try and change your mind because I think that you have a very valid point. Eric Coleman, hashtag equal opportunist choker. It's so bad. It's so bad. There's a monopoly on ink cartridges. Donald Hudson, that does not surprise me. That explains a lot. Super says, I just had to go on eBay to spend $30 on 4 cartridges. Amazon wanted to charge $40. And what's even more annoying is I don't need it. My stupid printer doesn't work without color. Wow. Yeah, I know those printers, Super. I know what you're talking about, where even though you only use black ink, if you don't have a cartridge, and it has to be a specific kind of cartridge, and that's how they get you. That is exactly how they get you, and it's really sad. Cheyenne says, could do DM Twitter questions ahead of show? Maybe that could be it too. Maybe even better as email. Just say, hey, here's the email address to send your questions to. And I don't know. It's one of those things too where you want to be careful because you obviously don't want to get over congested. Because I mean, for example, if you said send DMs to Jeremy, well his inbox is already backed up to begin with. So you'd have to be we'd have to be careful. I like the hashtag idea a little bit better. Maybe we would have to make a very specific kind of hashtag. That way people would actually have to really go out of their way to do it, and therefore it would make sure that the people who would be using the hashtag would be legitimate people who really want to ask questions. But I like that idea. Peabody says, I watch YouTube and learn how to trick the printer into using all the ink instead of getting an error saying replace the ink. Really, Peabody? That's cool. CD says, it's how Micah Curtis and the Hat Man do their live streams. We'll definitely look into it. Muck, yeah! I like that version. Herbicus says, whenever you get around to reading Darth Plagueis, let me know whether or not you think he survived. Okay, definitely will. Spoiler alerts. Jeez. But actually, I think I was originally going to start with Darth Plagueis. And then everyone was saying it might be a little too dense for you to start off with the EU with. So start off with not Darth Bane. Sorry, the Thrawn trilogy instead, because it's a little bit more manageable. It's a little bit easier to digest, essentially. And I'm very happy that I ended up going that way because I think it's a very, very good series. Will Gentry says, the thing I love so much about the America F Yeah song is Team America is how different the feeling you get from it when they play it slow and quiet when things are going wrong. Yes, that's so true, Will Gentry. It's so unique in that way where it can convey so many emotions. Super says, your printer does not have enough ink to maintain print quality. Please spend this crap ton of money on an ink a month before Christmas to give my creator more money. Oh, it's so true, Super, though. It's so sad. Laura says, Tarkin book was very good. Tarkin is not the Diet Coke of evil and not a hint of gayness either, like in the Certain Point of View book. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that one book took it in that direction. And I've never thought about that of Tarkin just based on the movie alone. But that's interesting. I'll definitely have to check into that. The Tarkin book. I wonder what the title of that book that you're talking about is. No, I think that Tarkin is I mean, I love Tarkin in Clone Wars. I think it's very interesting what they do with him in Clone Wars, because the whole time I'm like, oh my gosh, he was actually with the Resistance, or he was with the Republic for a while. It was interesting. Before there was Resistance, there was a Republic. Patrick says, ask Loki for your cookies. Me? I'd say I'm not watching it, so mine are probably awful. Mine are probably absolutely awful. Yeah, my puppies are awake. I don't know why. You should go back to bed. You were being so good asleep. I want you to sleep. CD says, seeing as how you don't like Kylo Ren, how would you have write him as a character if you were directing Last Jedi? So basically, I would take the best points from The Force Awakens, which would be, what, the mask? His brooding attitude in and of itself is not bad. It's when he starts to talk about why he's upset that it starts to kind of devolve. But him being angry, I think, is a good quality. I think it's a good trait. So that would be where I would start. Now, obviously, I'm not a screenwriter, so I'm not going to be able to give you this life-changing different story. But that's where I would start, because those are the coolest parts of his character, and then they took both of them away when they let him speak and took his mask off. So, yeah. Guten Tag. Guten Tag. The Thrawn trilogy and all the Thrawn books really have the epic feel of the original trilogy. No, I agree. And I've been doing the audiobooks for the Thrawn trilogy at Post Dire, and I will say that it's been a pleasure. It's just been absolutely amazing. Mark Thompson, I think, is the name of the guy. He does the voices for the Thrawn trilogy, and it's just gorgeous, because you literally feel like you are reading or listening to Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, all the original characters, and it's great. I absolutely agree with you for sure on that one. It's great points. Great points. Usually pre-printing at libraries. FYI, that's a good shout, Laura. That's a very, very good shout. Puppies! Yes, indeed. Hello, this is my dog. The puppies are fine. We enjoy the puppies. Good, Frank. Glad. Perth Comics. What's going on, Perth? How's it going? How's it going? Tired Odin's quite tired. He's a plebeian. Plebeian? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You're just a plebeian. All right. Where's Dion? Dion always keeps track of my drinking. Also, where's Dave Bob? I miss Dave Bob. I love hearing that rich Louisiana country accent that he has. It's always fun. It's always fun to hear. Peabody says, when the printer says you're out of ink, it's not. The problem is the sensors trigger prematurely. So I did my fix, said out of 2 colors, it prints full color. Really? Peabody? Interesting. You might have to get in contact. Try and get in contact with Super to see if you can share your little secrets. Patrick Duff says, Kylo Ren was a badass in The Force Awakens until Johnson ruined it. I agree. And I think there were definitely some things at the end of The Force Awakens where it was like, okay, he's getting a little emotional. But they could have easily toned that down and gone in a different direction with it and kept his character interesting. But then Rian Johnson just made it even worse and then had him shirtless. And, yeah, it's hilarious. But also at the same time, you're like, yeah, but now he's not a menacing character anymore either. It's so bad. It's so bad. So tired, says Tired Odin. Thank you, I appreciate it. Burr says, can you tell me who or what my avatar PC is? I can't see. It's too small. I can't see. I can't see. Tired Odin, it's time for a nap, Tired Odin. Also, guys, thank y'all so much for sticking around. I know that the High Council must have gone live at this point. I'm assuming that they've gone live at this point. Also, I myself am... So Freya was actually out with a friend, which is why I was very delayed in starting, because I wanted to make sure that, you know, where the dogs were and everything like that. But she's also getting over being sick again. And I am also getting over being sick. I'm very rarely sick, and if you couldn't tell, like obviously, like I'm just, and it's not like miserable kind of sick. I don't really get that kind of sick often ever. It's kind of the beauty of my immune system. I don't know how it works, but hey, I'll take it for as long as I possibly can. But still, it's definitely like, I feel like I'm like making disgusting noises, and I don't like it. Perth Comic says, it's Kathleen Kennedy as a dancing girl from Temple of Doom. Oh my god, that's right, Perth. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. I just want to forget about that. Oh, that's what your avatar is. No! Why would you do that? They've been live for about 15-20 minutes now. Nice! Okay, well, the 26 of you who stuck around, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Damn, that is quite disturbing. PY says, you are 30 and you can't see. Wait till you get to 40. I've had bad eyes since I was a teenager. Like, I have contacts in, and even then, it's still like I feel like my vision could be so much better. CD says, Kylo Ren's concept of him in The Force Awakens has potential life. If The Last Jedi didn't try to show him being too emotional and show how the dark side was affecting his looks. Yeah, I agree. Kind of, to me, they kind of took it in that Spider-Man 3 direction, where he just became this emo, annoying character. And it's like, no, that shouldn't be what it is. Edward Coleman, Kylo was done after Rey castrated him at the end of Force Awakens. Yeah, I think that's definitely a good point. Definitely a good point. 70 says, has the good eyebrows. Me? I have good eyebrows? What? What are you talking about? BY says, hey, my immune system is fine. It's my body that seems to have a problem with me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shine says, you're welcome, and Doomcock is on. World Class Beasters hosting High Council, Odin, but we also enjoy you, sir. Well, Shine, I appreciate it. Yeah, Shine is always double watch, and I love it. It's so great. He's so supportive. It's great. All right, well, I'm going to start wrapping things up myself because I'm still kind of sick. But I want to give another shout out to A Great Jedi, Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Delete System 32, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank and the Shawhan Wiener Dog Clan, Greta Zenner, Harold Francis, Inflamed Wood, It's a Trap Productions, Jason Clark, Jamie Christopher, Jeffrey Toon, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Outpost Dyer, Perpetual Punster, PJ, The DJD Show, Those Two Ball Guys, Tina B, and Voorhees67. You are all amazing and beautiful people, and thank you very, very much. But yeah, so getting back to the High Council. So I do the Low Council. You know, obviously the name is a joke. It's a play off of the High Council. But I fully support the High Council. Like, as you guys know, like I love those channels. Obviously I work with Jeremy, and I love Ethan Van Sciver and World Class Beasters, and I love that entire group. So what I always try and do is I always try and start my stream a little early, so that way people who want to watch that, who want to watch the High Council can do both and be supportive if they want to be supportive of both. And then sometimes I go a little bit into that stream, and then I try and end, I try not to go too long, because I would definitely want to keep the opportunity for people who want to watch the High Council open to those people. So, for sure. Let's see. Laura says, maybe you could donate some eyebrows to Jeremy. I need to donate some facial hair to Jeremy, because Jeremy cannot grow a beard. He cannot grow a beard to save his life. Odin has good. Oh, wait, hold on. Your eyebrows are good? Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now I'm self-conscious. Laura says, Odin does have glorious facial hair. Yes, this is true. And guess what? He does not. Jeremy could not grow a beard to save his life. Cheyenne says, Peabody, it is just because you're upside down. That's all is wrong with you, brother. CD says, Adam Driver's not a bad looker. He is handsome, and in which the dark side deform him would show how tragic his character is. No, Adam Driver is a very attractive guy. And also, I like Adam Driver. I mean, he served in the military. A lot of people don't know that. He was a military dude. He gives a really great gave a really great TED Talk, actually, where unfortunately it went off to something else. And it's it's a group that he's a part of, and there's nothing wrong with the group, but it was like I was more interested in hearing him talk and give his story. So I have no problem with Adam Driver. It's totally the direction and the writing that I have a problem with. It's not Adam Driver. I think Adam Driver could be an excellent villain. I just think that the writing and direction have been really bad for him. Will Gentry says, no bigotry against us grown men who can't grow beards, please. Sorry, Will Gentry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not against anyone that can't grow facial hair. It's specifically against Jeremy. My qualm is with Jeremy and no one else. So I just wanted you to know that. James Harrell prefers Mini Driver. Let's see. Cheyenne says, Adam Driver is from here, and I played pool with him many years ago. Very nice dude. Seems like it, man. He seems like a very cool dude. Peabody says, yes, your eyebrows are on my great t-shirt, which you should promote. Post the link. Peabody, dude, the link has been posted by Heimdall a couple times, and also Stephanie, I'm sure, could post the link as well. So, yeah, guys, if you would like to buy a t-shirt, if you would like to rep the channel, and also have just a really badass design that my wife designed, actually, go check out the link to the t-shirt. Again, the t-shirts, there are different types of t-shirts that range in price, and I try to keep it as low as I possibly could. So, yeah, go check it out. Will Gentry says, I'll send you a pic on Twitter of how little facial hair I've grown since I last shaved a month ago. A month? Oh, no, Will Gentry. Oh, no. Oh, this will be very exciting. We want Odin swag, says Frank. All right. Well, also, I recently updated the live stream, so you should find a link to the Teespring in the link for this video, rather in the description for this video. So if you just go to the description, you'll find Patreon if you want to join there. You'll find my Twitter if you want to follow me there. You'll find my email address if you want to contact me there, and then you'll also find a link to Teespring as well. I'm gonna try and find a way to put a link to the Discord in there too, but I kind of like having a little bit more control, just getting people who are in the live stream and not just people who happen to, you know, cross by or, you know, pass by watching the video. I don't know. I'm weird like that sometimes. So there we go. Both Heimdall sync. Stephanie B and Heimdall in sync. Girl, you and Heimdall are on top of it. So very good. CT says, I hope to write fan fiction as I want to combine the best elements of Legends and canon to make a better Star Wars line than Ryan Johnson. Dude, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. All right, guys, so you are all amazing and beautiful people. I want to give a huge shout out to Edward Coleman and all my patrons. Edward Coleman, thank you so much, man, for the $5 donation. I really appreciate you testing it out, and it really does mean a lot for you to do that, because I know that's your hard-earned working money. And I always appreciate anyone, not only there, but also, of course, Patreon as well, because, I mean, I know that's also your hard-paying money as well, so it really does mean a lot to me for people who support this channel. And I hope to continue to let this channel grow. Obviously, O's Movie Blog will continue to go on as it has, and I hope to be able to help that channel grow too. But also this one, I hope to be able to do more vlog-type videos, to do more reviews, out and about. I would love to add that kind of content to the channel, especially with my computer working, hopefully. Again, I got through this entire stream, so things are looking good. Things are looking up. But I would love to be able to do that kind of content, to be able to bring that kind of content to the channel, because I want to try and bring y'all guys as much content as I possibly can, and hopefully you can enjoy it and have fun with it, because I'm having fun, and as long as you're having fun too, we're good. Super says, what happened to him is sad, but at the same time, I'm kind of happy it worked. He went through training and got hurt soon before he was supposed to be deployed, so he had to drop out. Exactly right. So, I mean, it's a very powerful story, I will say that much. Frank says, hey, I did it too. Nice. Peabody says, we love our Odin and Valkyrie. Yes, damn right. Send huge love to the Valkyrie. They are all amazing. Eric Coleman says, Eric Coleman is representing the low council for life. For high council, High General Jeremy, make it happen. Dude, if I had that power, man, I would. Cheyenne says, just asking, did you get everyone's stuff out in the mail yet? Just asking. No, Cheyenne, I mentioned that to Peabody earlier. I still have that stuff ready to mail out. Now that my computer's, I know I don't want to jinx it, but now that it's up and running, I'll be able to get that done hopefully this week. My plan is to get all that stuff done this week, including the Valkyrie's gifts for Christmas. But we'll see how motivated I can be, because I got a lot of other stuff. I got meetings and appointments, and I need to start working out. So that's going to be adding to my schedule too. So I will definitely, though. Don't worry, they're made. It just needs to be mailed out. It will be mailed out eventually, at some point. Patrick McDuff says, who would win, Darth Vader or Kylo Ren? Darth Vader. Oh my God, are you kidding me, Patrick McDuff? Darth Vader would win. In an actual fight, Darth Vader would win. In Disney canon, it would be Kylo Ren, unfortunately. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. I really do appreciate it. Guys, check your cookie counts on the way out. Heimdall and Loki will both be running off back to Asgard, closing the Bifrost. So please check them while you can. You are all amazing and beautiful people. Tracking package to post office counts as workout, just saying. Oh, man. Not when you're driving in a car and you drop it off in the mail, because I print out the stuff at home. So actually, I literally just drive it, but I see what you did there. Anyway, Herpicus, you have a good one. You have a good night. CT, Patrick McDuff, Peabody, Laura, Apos Dyer, Edward Coleman, Steph, of course, James Harold, all of you beautiful people, thank you so much for watching. Have a great and beautiful night. And as always, God bless. Love you guys.